like I was watching one device with E-Networks coverage, one like a Kindle Fire, I had an iPad, and I have a phone for like, and then I have an iPad because I wanted to get the iOS version of Minecraft for achievements, and same with Kindle Fire for the achievement steps. I have an Android phone, so I can use the Android phone for achievement steps. Whereas I have an Android tablet and an iPad if I had an iPhone. So that's awesome. And then, so I watch it all there. Freestyle ski scoop style qualifying. That's the Eastern. And they're going to continue with free ski slope style qualifying after men's downhill. Continue with that coverage in Jordan Pros. And I like watching they have the NBC feeds and the USA Network feeds on Peacock, which I like, They do that, so you can watch them. So I really watch the NBC USA feeds. And then, like, stuff if they're going to air, like, on tape delay on, like, E or this or that, I won't watch on streaming. Like, kind of what, I'd kind of be like, do that. So. And then, yeah. And then I have Czechia versus South Korea men's mixed doubles or rubber curling. 8:35 Eastern. Estonia, Norway. Great Britain, USA. Sweden, Italy. And then Sweden, Italy women's rugby hockey at 8:40 Eastern. Then 9:30 Eastern. Great Britain, USA mixed doubles or rubber. Joined in progress on USA Network. And then the women's 3,000 meter speed skiing at 10 Eastern NBC. Or it's 10 Eastern, and then it's going to be on USA at 10:05 Eastern. For a little bit of either a commercial break or just intro to it. And then we're going to have USA Finland Group A at 10:40 Eastern. Then the luge run singles luge 1 and 2 at 11 a.m. Eastern. The free ski slope style qualifying for the women. That's like, and I don't watch it all because some of it's like continuing. That's at 11:30 Eastern. It might be more, but joined in progress. I am not for sure. I might be joined in progress, although I'm not for sure. You don't know, till you watch it. You don't know. And that's 11:30 Eastern. Then 12:45 p.m. Eastern is the men's luge, singles luge, run 2. Then we have the ski jumping women's normal hill. Sometimes I do close out of what they're showing because I like to watch the medal events, live. So they're not showing TV. We have the women's normal hill at 12:05 Eastern. The men's free ski slope style qualifying. Join or more of it at 1 Eastern. And there's Canada versus Estonia curling and Jordan Robin. The first Saturday they're not having coverage on CNBC, which I'm kind of surprised by. I really am. It might be having coverage of on CNBC. It just doesn't. They don't know yet what they're showing, so I could see that too. And then we have Czechia and Estonia, Czechia, Switzerland, Norway, Italy, South Korea, USA curling, and they're having more coverage at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Unknown what they're showing. So yeah, it's kind of unknown, I guess. Then the men's sword big air final at 1:30 Eastern on USA Network, and then the men's short. And then they're having, it's just extra filler for like 15 minutes, so it is. And at 1:45 Eastern. And then men's short in figure skiing. And then the men's singles luge runs 1 and 2 in USA Network. They're having they're having some more of that. And so, they're having some more of that. And then they're having Student Kennedy women's group A at 3 Eastern. And then men's bigger final at 3:15 on the same, and then they're having some of that, or either tape delayed or join in process. Maybe, I'm not for sure. Probably tape delayed coverage, I would imagine. The big air final, and then free dance at 4 Eastern and then the ski-a-thon they're having, yeah. And they show some stuff you normally don't see, like Norway, Italy mixed up as curling. Men's luge singles, or US or Sweden, Italy Group B hockey, Like they might show it in there and they have their own announcers doing it, but you don't. But to see it live, you have to see the world feed. And then so we have, and then when it's live coverage, we have Pins and Women's Parallel Giant Slalom qualifying at 3 a.m. Eastern. And then 4:05 Eastern is Norway Czechia and mixed doubles round robin. Draw 10 curling mixed doubles round robin, which is unknown. Basically, which curling matches are either going to show coverage of both curling matches. You know, maybe it's the final day of group stage, and for the particular group. So we'll see. Maybe they're showing both ones, or whichever one's more, more higher stakes. You know, like, hey, if you win second and third place, or one's first and fourth place, you win. You're advancing on to the bracket portion of the group. So yeah, it's at 4:55 Eastern, USA Network. Then we have the women's downhill at 5:30 Eastern on USA Network. That's joining press. Then we have the men's skiathon. Would be joining progress. We'll start at 6:30 Eastern on streaming. It will join in progress on USA. See, like this join in progress is skiathon. I don't worry about the 15 minutes missing. I don't really do much. But that's at 6:45 Eastern. And then it'll flip over at NBC at 7 Eastern. And then they'll show that men's women's parallel giant slalom finals at 7:30 Eastern on NBC. And then USA is going to have the men's sober big air final at 7:30 Eastern. And then the Gold Zone Day 2 Eastern. The mixed 4x6 kilometer relay of biathlon in skiing. The biathlon skiing. And that's at 8:05 Eastern. 8:35 Eastern is Canada, Sweden, Japan, Switzerland, Italy, Czechia, USA, and then that's on streaming, and then USA Estonia is on USA. 8:35 Eastern. And then mixed 4x6 relay join in progress at 8:00 Eastern on tape delay. And then it is women's downhill at 9:20 Eastern. The men on NBC men's 5,000 meter speed skiing at 10 Eastern. And the men's women's parallel giant slalom finals at 10:30 Eastern on USA Network. Then 10:40 Eastern. France and Sweden women's will be. Then men's luge, singles luge. They're having run 3 on USA at 11 a.m. Eastern. Then they're having a filler, some unknown coverage on Saturday. Unknown what they're going to show on NBC for the day. Starting from 11:45 all the way to the rest of the afternoon coverage. It's live coverage. Then they're going to show on. And then they're showing men's luge. They might be cutting out of it to show some pre-coverage for the Super 2. And then skiathon is at 11:50 Eastern on USA. We're gonna join that in progress on NBC, and then or USA Network. Excuse me, my bad. USA Network. We're gonna join that in progress at 11:50 Eastern. And then have the men's singles luge run 4 at 12:45 Eastern. And then Canada, South Korea curling, Italy, Great Britain, Switzerland, Norway, USA, Sweden curling at 1:05 Eastern. Paris free at 1:30 Eastern. And the snowboard big air qualifying at 1:30 Eastern. The women's free team at 2:45 Eastern. Czechia, Finland, women's group A at 3:10 Eastern. 3:55 Eastern is the men's free figure skiing in USA. And there have been some other stuff like GNC Live maybe, or so yeah, but we're not talking about that. Let's talk about the streaming. Let's talk about the coverage. And we have at 4:05 Eastern, Czechia, Estonia, Italy, USA, Norway, South Korea, Switzerland, Canada, and men in mixed, or it's either mixed doubles or men's doubles round robin. You know what the MD is? though.